Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. Another quick one this week because I am still in the middle of moving. This is not my house. We're just stopped off here so that we can sort out some things, and then we're leaving again tonight. So let's dive into your readings, my angels. Let's see, for my lovely Scorpio spirit, for the 5th to the 11th of August. All right, let's see. Okay, you have 3. We will take it. The first card that's showing itself to me is the why. This is about diving deep into your why. This has a lot to do with purpose. It has a lot to do with asking important questions this week. Okay, not being afraid to dive deep. You are a Scorpio. You guys are like an onion. You have a lot of layers to you. So I feel like you guys are seeing everything else as that. You're diving deep, maybe into research, or just into your purpose here, into something, whatever it is. I like it. She's actually going into the Akashic records in this deck. So for some of you, again, you could be diving deep into meditation to figure out maybe past lives, maybe in your dreams you're seeing that kind of stuff. Okay, interesting. You have the fork in the road, which represents feeling at a crossroads at the moment. Not being certain about where to go. Maybe you have reached a bit of a dead end and now you're having to make a big choice in your life. We will see when the rest of the cards come out. But it kind of feels like this might be why you're diving deep into what you're here to do, what's calling you. Okay, trusting in your intuition is important. Okay, and making sure that you're getting rid of any distractions. That monkey represents distractions to me. And using your intuition to guide you. I would definitely meditate because we had that white card, diving deep into certain knowledge, spiritual knowledge about your path. I feel like that could be helpful for you. And you also have peace, okay, which is about making amends. There are 2 ways that this can resonate, and again, it does depend on the rest of the cards that come up, but I'm going to tell you 2 different ways that I'm seeing this card. Sometimes this is about reconciliation or just forgiveness of any means. The dovebud is extending the olive branch is a phrase that we use for forgiveness. Okay, so somebody could be reaching out to you for peace, vice versa. But sometimes I read this as actually letting something happen in its own time and finding peace within that. Maybe this is about trying to figure out what you need to do next. Okay, whilst you're figuring it out, you're having peace with your path and where you're supposed to be currently. Some of you need to hear you're exactly where you need to be right now, even if it's at a crossroads. That's okay. That is a part of life sometimes. We don't always have to be quick with the decision making. Because I see that the bird in my head, the way I see this is like, it's like, when is this egg gonna hatch? Like, I really want it and I want it now. It feels like you're making peace with the fact that it will happen in its own time. So that could be important for some of you. Can be the same message about forgiveness though too. Maybe that's what you're waiting to happen in its own time. But anyway, let's dive into some other decks for you, Scorpio. Let's see, Scorpio, your patience, which is exactly what I just said. So there we go, Spirit's just confirming that for you guys. Patience is again about divine timing. You have appreciation, which is beautiful. It is about stopping to smell the roses, so they go hand in hand together. You're being called to appreciate this present moment, okay? To stop and smell the roses around you whilst you are where you are, which is nice. I think it's really about enjoying the journey, even when it looks kind of uncertain at the moment. All right, let's see what else. You do have contract on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like I want to mention that to you. Some of you could be waiting for a contract, or what you need to know is that there is a contract coming up for you guys. So again, I feel like you are where you need to be right now. It's almost like maybe the opportunity that you're actually seeking is not, it's kind of like it's coming, but it's not there just yet. Just feels like a little bit of divine intervention, divine timing. So again, you are where you need to be. Interesting. Let's see for Scorpio. Mysticism. Yeah, and this is interesting that it's coming out here. This, by the way, in this deck, it represents an unexpected visitor. So maybe you guys will be meeting somebody, which was completely not the plan, in your life. Maybe it wasn't about meeting somebody or, coming across somebody. Mysticism kind of reminds me of the High Priestess, which is about divine knowledge. Because you have the why, some of you could be having mystic experiences this week, but I'm also seeing it in a sense that it really does feel like the universe is doing something and you can feel it and you're seeing it happen in front of you. Maybe you're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, or things are purposely being delayed and you're just like, it seems like something's going on here that the universe is orchestrating. Because it's funny that came out, because as I was saying to you earlier, it does feel like you're exactly where you need to be. It almost feels like they're showing me like when a train is coming and you're in the road and the things come down, it feels like you're there. I don't know what that means to anybody. And it's like you're being delayed on purpose. Something is not supposed to happen just yet. For some of you, again, I do feel like you're going to meet somebody important for your journey, whether it's a lover, whether it's just a soulmate, a soul tribe, an opportunity of some kind. What I was seeing was like, maybe you are wanting a certain job, but it's not yet online. Maybe some, in another universe. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to explain it to you and I'm hoping I'm not losing anybody here, but it's like they're currently, the work that you're going to be going into is currently doing. It's almost like, I'm just seeing a little bit of like there's something going on outside of yourself that you cannot see that is aligning to you. Okay, like that's what I'm seeing. Let's get another one. I was like, which way do I explain this? Let's see for Scorpio this week. Okay, you have another one. You have 3 here. So you have wisdom coming through, divine wisdom. This is another appearance of the dove bird, so that can be important for you again. I think they're asking you to find or to use your wisdom in this experience here again. Some of you is about, you already have divine knowledge about the universe and what potentially could be happening right now. Maybe you're diving into more wisdom, again, studying something, diving deeper into your spirituality, diving deeper into your connection with spirit, whatever it is, however it is, it clearly is benefiting you this week, which I like. And then you have soulmate. So again, some of you, I am feeling that there is going to be an important person making an appearance in your life. Doesn't have to be necessarily somebody new. Some of you will be, but even it could even just be someone that you've not spoken to or crossed paths with for a long time, and all of a sudden they come into your life somehow. Your paths align somehow. Right, let's get some more. That's so funny. I'm literally looking at something that says connect. So you're gonna connect with somebody. All right, let's see. Scorpio. One more. Okay, you have guilt. Interesting. All right, letting go of guilt this week is important. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. That could again be what that piece is about. And self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So boosting your self-esteem is a message, and letting go of any guilt here is important this week. Okay, let's dive into your tarot. Let's get a few other cards to see what are the other key themes for Scorpio this week. 2 of Wands, focusing on your future. Again, this is about you deciding where you want to go moving forward. 2 of Wands, looking into the horizons. What do I want out of the world is your oyster, basically. Some of you could be planning travel of some sort, or again, you're just thinking about your next steps. You're working it out. Just like that why, I think it is important for you guys to dive deep into what you're feeling called to do. And even if it's nothing, sit with it. Look at some things online, like dive deep into maybe some research. What are other people doing? Does that align with me? Does it not? Like, keep your eyes open and observe. I think is important. You have 6 of Pentacles. So another thing this week that you're being guided or being advised to do is to focus on what it is that you're doing on a daily basis. I see this as prioritizing things in your day-to-day routines that are actually going to be giving back to you in the long term. So make sure you're spending time around people that give back to you or benefit you in some way, in a good way. Even if it's happiness, they bring you happiness. They lift you up when you're feeling down. Focusing on your budgets. It's really about your day-to-day. It's about focusing on things that bring balance into your life, not things that just take from you or don't have anything beneficial to give you or take your energy from you, whatever it is. Some of you might need a little bit of a change in your job for some, or even just a change in the routine of it, whether you choose to work less of a day or more, whatever it is, however it benefits you. Everyone's different. It's about balancing the scales, and of course that's different for everybody. 6 of Pentacles coming through. Okay, bringing a balance here. Any other messages for Scorpio this week? Any other themes for the week? 3 of Pentacles, building a plan. And very important for you guys, clearly. 3 of Pentacles is building the foundations of something. So whether that's a relationship and you're just dating and trying to figure things out between each other, or whether this is again in your workspace or maybe a career idea. 3 of Pentacles about building the foundations of something so that later on it can be filled in. It's the only Pentacles card actually that doesn't have Pentacles in it. It's just the foundations. That's where it's going to go. So for now, this is a really good time to plan, to prep, to figure something out. Can I clarify that? To listen also to the opinions of others. You have the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, again, this is a soulmate connection. Ace of Cups and that dove bird here as well. Maybe you and somebody else are figuring something out between yourselves. Okay. Building something together. Of course, if it's not to do with just love, Ace of Cups is just about self-love. It's a new emotional experience. So for some of you, again, maybe you're prioritizing your emotional well-being and setting the right foundation for that. That can be your routines again. Building a solid plan in order to achieve the Ace of Cups and embody it. Same with peace as well. All right. Any other themes for Scorpio this week? I might go through and clarify some things. Can I clarify that? It's the Knight of Cups. This literally came up for Pisces, I think. It looks like crossing of paths, actually, doesn't it? Okay, so this could be you because you are a Scorpio. You could be crossing paths with a fire sign. I'm feeling like this is somebody. I'm definitely feeling an exchange. Like, you're going, like, it feels like you're crossing paths because somebody's coming from where you're wanting to go, and their next path is where you are, to do with experience, and vice versa. It almost feels like, yeah, you're both crossing a bridge into different territories. You're going into this fiery, maybe travel again. Hold on with me. For some of you, that's what it is. They can give you some really good advice about what you're going to expect. This person's super happy about what they've just been through, so that's good news for you. What you're going into is very, very good. Yeah, and vice versa. I don't know. It's an important conversation coming up. Again, it could just be a fire sign that you're having a deep conversation with. What else? The other combination I get with this in general, the Knight of Cups, again, is about wearing your heart on your sleeve, being vulnerable, and going in. I always see it as crossing this emotional barrier. Sometimes it's anxiety, sometimes it's an uncomfortable feeling in order to get to the other side. Oh, I don't know why I see it as that. That's just how I see it. The Knight of Wands as well is about chasing your dreams, chasing what brings you passion. It's diving deep, learning new things. It's about courage, it's about creativity, it's curiosity, it's travel, it's adventure, it's fun, it's seeking experiences. It's a very optimistic energy. So for some of you, it's about kind of when you cross this emotional barrier of anxiety or vulnerability of some kind, I do see that you're going to feel super happy that you did it, okay? Maybe it's just by diving deeper into your feelings and emotions. Can I look at that Y card? The Knight of Swords, you will be receiving the answer. Okay, whatever answer you guys are expecting, it is coming in very quickly. And again, maybe it's through meditation or tapping into the Akashic records, whatever, or just asking a question. It feels like it's coming in very quickly in divine timing, though. It will happen very soon. What about the Mysticism card? The High Priestess, I literally said that's what that card is like to me, so there we go. It's something is hidden knowledge, or it's like a mystical experience. Let's see one more. The Three of Swords, that's interesting. You could be coming across somebody who things didn't end up very well. It is Mercury retrograde. It has been coming up for a lot that somebody, I read during Mercury retrogrades anyways, or for Mercury retrogrades, and this is the first time that everyone seems to be getting somebody from the past, or some experience from the past is absolutely, for most people, arising. It's showing up a lot in the readings. What's happening though is it's for you to really let something go. So even if it's just a memory, even if it's just like certain feelings, like you're just suddenly reminiscing on something you thought you were over with, it's coming up so that you can let it go, because maybe unconsciously you've been holding on some feelings, some pains. This is a time of releasing that, of acknowledging that. Okay, that Three of Swords is that pain. It's that sadness, it's that challenge, it's a separation potentially of some kind. Ten of Wands, maybe you have again been holding it on or holding on to it in some way. This is a really big time here to release. The High Priestess again speaks about silence. Maybe this is somebody that you're not in communication with. One more for Mysticism. The Lovers, Page of Wands, and the Death card. The Death card is about endings. All right, something has definitely come to an end, but the Page of Wands can sometimes be a messenger. Okay, and the Lovers here as well. So whether somebody's coming in for another chance, you have a choice to make with the Lovers, by the way, or whether there is some sort of news, and again, it leads to some kind of choice. Whether this is now that after you've let something go, put something to rest, maybe a new opportunity, maybe a new person comes into your life, for example, when you fully release something, maybe your soulmate comes in, whatever it is, however it is in your life, it's up to you to make a choice here. Something is definitely being closed out, at least. That's very interesting. All right, to my angels, so I'm going to love you and leave you there. Again, these are just quick readings. I'm just going to run away now and do the rest so that I can finish up my move. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Please let me know if the reading resonated with you, and I will see you guys next time. All right.